So part of my practice is tending to the dead. It's just one of the things that I do, and it's not really something that I started out doing as part of my witchcraft practice. It's just something I've always been drawn to do. So I come to this graveyard in my town where I live. It's an old graveyard in certain parts, and certain parts are newer. This happens to be the grave of Matilda and Julius Eckert. Hi, y'all. This is Julius, and this is Matilda. Now, you guys have seen me film these before and talk about them. I've missed you guys so much, but I'm glad to see that it's clean up here, man. Somebody's been taking care of y'all. But I love coming up here, and I love spending time with Julius and Matilda. Oh, somebody gave you something pretty, Matilda. How pretty. Which I may have started that. I'll be bringing you guys some flowers. You'll be getting some flowers soon. Julius and Matilda are the ones here that I tend to. There's some other graveyards that I go to a lot. They've got some honeysuckle vines growing beside them. A bunch of grown-up stuff. This is where a tree fell. I don't know why they never did anything with it. I think it's a shame. This is a city maintained graveyard. But obviously the city does not maintain it very well, just the bare minimum. But it saddens me because there are actually, I can see what looks like maybe headstones underneath. I know there were graves right here besides this one. There were other graves right here, and I'm sure they got, yep. You can kind of see in there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. One of the reasons that I think they never did replant was because homeless people would take shelter underneath that tree. There are some very, very old headstones here. And there's some that's not as old. I won't be able to film everything that I would like to today. I'll be coming back over here very soon, though, to give you guys 1844 to 1922. Not very old at all. Lots of wildlife. Feels good to be back. I haven't been here in a while. And I think I just realized something. Hail Hecate. Sometimes your spirits and your deities will show you things that you've never noticed before because you've been struggling with something. And I always struggle with a crossroads that I feel that embodies the energy of Hecate or Hecate. I say it both ways. It's just a code switch thing, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I've been coming to this graveyard for the better part of 30 years. And I just really realized that I could have been coming here all along and leaving an offering for Hecate herself. Sometimes you just need a reminder that they are with you. If you're a spiritualist like me, some people are not. Some people are atheistic. They believe in themselves, and that's a good thing too, because I believe in myself as well. That's where we have common ground. If you're a spiritualist and you're struggling with common ground about your atheist friend or family member, just remember that common ground is you yourself. No matter what spirit you hail to, you have the magic and you have the power within yourself. Y'all can't really hear them, I don't think, but there are wind chimes in the distance because there's so many wind chimes in this graveyard. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And I love it when I come here and the wind blows, because the trees and the wind always speak to me while I'm here. Look at the contrast of that cedar and that those oak trees. Those are willow oaks, and they're just so green. Absolutely gorgeous. But this is my favorite graveyard here in my town where I live. As you can see, it stretches on for quite a while, even past right here where you can see there's graveyard that extends over the hill. So anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay witchy, bitches, and and you know, before I go, get out. Realize that the magic in everyday things that you do is good enough, because sometimes that's the quiet part, right? We're not going to be out here doing rituals and, you know, all the complicated spell work all the time. You know, sometimes it's coming and sitting with the dead and speaking with them. That is your craft, honey, and don't let anybody tell you any different. Over here at Oak and Holler Works, that's what we promote, is lived in witchcraft. Things that matter in real life, not the big gaudy, ritualistic stuff. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this trash. This is my offering to you all today and to Hecate. And this is what I do. Sometimes, a lot of times, the offerings I give to my spirits are offerings of service. So, with that being said, I'm going to get off here. And I'm just going to remind you one more time, your witchcraft should be lived in. It shouldn't be this haunted museum, okay? You should live in your witchcraft, whether you tend to the dead as an offering to your deities in spirit, or you do a little magic spell every day. Your witchcraft should be lived in. Stay witchy, bitches.